Hello guys, today we'll learn about UGC-NET Psychology Unit 1. The previously we are seeing many topics, and among these, this is one of the topic we want to learn. And even though we'll get many distractions for studies, we should not leave the study. We should focus on studies. The distractions may be mobile phone apps or WhatsApp messages or somebody will call and disturb you, but still we should focus on our studies. Whatever disturbance, we should have a motivation, discipline to study. Now let's see the four founding parts of academic psychology. These four thinkers shaped four different directions in early psychology. So this UGC-NET asks this every few years, okay, about the four founding parts of academic psychology. And here the first person coming is Wilhelm Wundt. We already know that he's a very famous person, and even he is considered as the father of modern psychology. This Wilhelm Wundt, he focuses on experimental things and scientific psychology. Even he is the founder of modern scientific psychology. In 1879, he built a laboratory, or shortly we call it as lab. The main aim of his study was to study consciousness scientifically. So he wanted to study the thing in a scientific method. What method they were using? Introspection, like trained observers. They will observe very carefully. So based on them, they had this operation. And what was the focus here? The focus on mental elements, okay? And there was immediate experience like voluntarism. And Wundt even told that the psychology is natural science, okay? He's telling that he is a part of science and it's very natural. So what is the keyword for this main topic is experimental tradition. So many traditions are there, and this is part of experimental tradition, okay? And this Wilhelm Wundt, if you talk about him, he is very much interested in this psychology to make it as a science. And the method introspection, it's always focused on the trained observers. So those who had already got experience in training. For example, people know, like some teachers will observe very carefully, some they won't observe. And if you go to exam hall, some teachers they will observe very carefully, some they won't observe. So some particular people are there, they have been trained in such a way that easily they will find out what are the changes in them. Second person is Sigmund Freud. So he is a very important personality in psychology. He have a psychoanalytic path, and he is the founder of psychoanalysis. We know that is one of the school of thought in psychology. And he focused on the unconscious. Before we saw that Wilhelm Wundt focused on conscious. Just opposite of that is focusing on the unconscious. So like childhood experiences, instincts, the ego, all those things will come, dreams, sexual desires, all those things come under here. Also, he focused on developed clinical method like case studies, dream analysis. Like psychology became a science of the unconscious mind. Okay, here the keyword is like dynamic clinical tradition. So this is the thing we see here in this clinical tradition. Okay, so when you go deep into the Sigmund Freud, so he focused on the psychoanalytic path. Okay, it will be like focusing on the unconscious experience. Old child, maybe when you are a very small child. You got a hurt, you fall down. That thing, or somebody hurt you, scold you badly, or hit you so badly, that will hurt you in the future. You want to hit the same way to others. So that have the effect of others. The third point is William James. When James, you should remember function. He is a proposal of functional or pragmatic psychology. He is the father of American functionalism. Okay, he always believes in function, purpose. There should be something like that. So see, just now I told, studied purpose of consciousness, not structure. Here we know that he focuses on the adaptation, habit, emotion, free will. So the 4 points are how we adapt to things. We are going to a new hostel, how we adapt. In my school, one boy is going to hostel, even there. Like how is the food there, how is the friends, how is the climate. So adaptation method. Second is habit. What are the habits you create? So habit became our character. Next, emotion, how you react to the things, how you take it easily, all those things will come. Okay. And the next interesting is free will. Let them be free will, they will give freedom and they will understand what will happen. Psychology linked with evolution. Okay, it's influenced by Darwin. The Darwin theory, This is something interesting. He told that like from small atom we all created and there is nothing like God, we all created by ourselves. So he believes in that way, and that's separate theology, evolution. The key word here is functional pragmatist tradition. We can join it together in this way. Keep in mind about the William James, is very important character in functionalism. The fourth is William Dilthey. Okay, so this Dilthey is a human science. He focuses on like Justice Wissenschaft, psychology term, that means human science. The critique of purely experimental methods. Other like theoristic, no, he's not, he always purely focusing on the experiment, like how you do experiment and what are the effects of that, what are the answers we get. These are the things he'll be focusing. And he wanted psychology to be understood as a human science, not natural science. He told it is not natural science, because in the early section, the first point, William would say that it's natural science, but William Dilthey, he is telling that no, how can you call it natural science? It is human science. We're not going to study about any human natural here. Psychology focus on the humans only. And he purposed that Westism, like interpretation over explanation, should explain before they should interpret that. He focused on like real experience, lived experience, meaning, culture, values. He based on how humans used to interact, how used to cop up, talk, all those things they are focusing. Here the keyword are like hermeneutic and interpretive tradition. These are things we see here. And William Dilthey is something a rare person, but he created something interesting. Okay, so what are the issues or crises in psychology? Let's see in detail some of the issues which they have faced as people. UGC-NET asks frequently. That's the important thing. These UGC-NET, these people, that national eligible test people or UGC, the grant system, they always follow previous year question always. So at the end of this video, we'll have the previous year question also, maybe or next video. What caused the crisis? Very important question. See, they have crisis or problem. How it caused or what caused it? So today we are learning about many types of things. Why, how, when, where. Similarly, why it caused or the reason. The dominance of experimental or analytical paradigm. Because of that, there is a problem in psychology. Equal to strong focus on logical information, lab methods, numbers, measurements. So some are focusing on logical, some are focusing on lab methods, some are focusing on numbers, some on measurement. So the main problem was, the first point is reductionism. Complex human experiments reduced to simple variables. So they started to focus on other variables. Any complex things we call reducing, like descending order, 10 to 1. Similar way, so what they did, reduction of the main big complex means very big problems of humans or experience into simple variables. Second point they made, over reliance on laboratory experiments equal to artificial results. So they totally relying on the laboratory and plus the artificial results. And what happened here? They neglect of consciousness and meaning, ignored by behaviorists. Behaviorists what they adallam beda. No need of this conscious. Who told? This behaviorist people, they told no need consciousness. And next is fourth one, neglect of culture and context. This veteran-centric theories, what they told no need context, no need culture. Why we want all those things? So certain group of people they were the next problem fifth is split between natural science versus human science approaches. Some told it's natural science. We know in the beginning only our William Wundt told natural science, but at the end James telling no, why natural? This William William Dilthey, he is telling no, human science is important. So that approach, there was a clash or a chaos between both of them. 6 is identity crisis. Psychology unsure if it is a biological. They got suddenly a problem. Psychology is coming under biology science, natural science, human science. So there's an identity crisis also. So these are the crises or the problems, or biology science or social science. So these were the doubts. Okay. As I told you, like humanistic discipline, like human science. So these are the identities. Like we identify for us, for example, I am a Christian, or I am a Hindu, I am a rich, I am poor, I am human, or I am robot. So like that, they have a crisis regarding this. Whether psychology is biological science, or social science, or humanistic discipline. So these were the doubts or the problem they were facing. Okay. And every day they face many problems like this. Okay. So these are the problems we identify. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye. Sorry guys, I forgot to mention the response to crisis. So they, for the problem, they were responding. Rise of humanizing psychology, like Maslow, Rogers, all those people came, and rise of cognitive revolution and growth of qualitative methods. After this, what happened? People come like Maslow, hierarchy of needs, like Carl Rogers, all those people, humanistic theory. This was a response to the crisis. Emphasis on culture and indigenous psychology. So these are the, so when there is a problem, there'll be response. Okay, there is somebody to respond to that, tell the answer to that, find some solution. Same way our Maslow, Rogers, Carl Rogers, many more people, what they did, they give response to all these crises. Okay, thank you, bye, take care.